Alrighty then. It has been some time. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the drawing for the squid. Yeah, I undercooked my food. That was actually a thing that happened. Jesus Louise. Yeah, now I'm back, and I hope that today actually will turn out great for this because I already did some work in the background. I actually fixed the eyes. So right now we actually have these eyes. So I actually wanted to have two versions of it. So I want to have the cute version and the not so cute version, well, more aggressive version of it also on it, and see how that turns out to be. Yeah, that's what I'm going to be aiming for today, and let's see if that actually turns out good. So no further ado, let's get started on it, shall we? I know that it might not have been, straight ahead on 10 o'clock, but oh well, it happens. So, as you can see, there are some issues with it. There's still one of the line work is not fully correct, but we will get that all fixed today. Mainly because of my trying to see like, all right, how do I want to fix this? How do I want to create it correctly? So now we have this. We have the color scheme, if I'm correct. So we have both ways, and yeah. Let's see if I can get it now in the right amount. So now we're going to be fixing this to this side. We're going to leave this be. I'm going to leave that as well to around this. Yeah, there you go. I'm going to add this into a group, and we're going to perfectly fine create this now. What I want to do here is actually give myself a little more of a feeling to it, because I do want to create some stuff here as well with it. So oh, come on, give me. So what I could do is this with it as well. So I have like, two versions of it. That is not necessary, I think. No, that's not necessary. All right, so now we're gonna go to 8.7, 8 and I guess. Yeah, 8. There you go. So that's the one. We're gonna move this guy over here to the side. And we're gonna move this one also onto the side. And because I want to keep on with the line work a bit more. And then after that, we're gonna be also creating this one, which is like the same, but we're gonna be reusing the model that we already have for it. So that's what I'm gonna be aiming for. So now we're going to be removing this out of the layer, and we can start with all of this stuff. All right. There we go. No, I think I need even a thicker line work. Let's see, 9 then, I believe. Oh, hello, Yvette. Welcome to seeing you, man. Thanks. I really appreciate it as well. It's one of the things that is actually quite cute to see. I'm trying to get both versions of it as well displayed on the image. Mainly because, this is like, those casual character designs that I actually wanted to get a little bit more better at. So creating a cute character is always a good idea, but also making like, how can I create it into a more, way of how I like it. So let's see. That's not better. Yeah, that's much better. All right, now we need to get this bit over here to there. Then we need to get this one right over there. And now we already have the face, but you can already see there is a mistake here. Mainly because of this bit right here. This bit right here is a little bit not mirrored. So how to fix that? We're going to be drawing a tiny little line here and see where that mirror leads to. All right, so that would technically make the mirror, but that's not what I want. So that's not what we're going to be aiming for. So we're going to be just casually moving this side till here. No, hold on. So this actually will work like that. All right. Ah, damn it. I still need to get that. No. Come on, give me that nice little gap. That gap. There you go. That's the gap I'm looking for. Alright, so that's the gap I'm looking for, and now we can actually get to where I need to be with this thing. So now we have actually the main face that we need to put in the right position. So because this position was not fully correct, we're going to be putting that face a little bit to the side here. I'm going to move this also to here as well, so we can actually get that to the right amount as well. So now we actually have that. So now we can actually move that a little bit around. There you go. And now we do have that. We can now add the bits that we're missing, mainly the back side of it. Oh, come on. All right. Come on, give me the right one. So oh my god, I need to zoom out for this. All right, cool. Mainly because I cannot get that one line fully corrected. All right, so now we have this, and you can see already there are some little bits here and there that are a little bit problematic. So how to fix that is going to be easy. We needed to fix it like here, so we need to add some bits of line work here to this side. This will create the feeling of, well, this will create the eye correctly. And now it should finally work properly. Yes, it does. All right, cool. So with this thing now fully corrected, we can now actually get the cute little, well, cuttlefish. We can now get the eyes up and running. But I want to do this in two different layers so that I don't screw this up. So that's one. And that's two. So here we have the eyes. So let's see if I can get it right. And with these eyes, of course, there's going to be some things in it. So what I want to do here is actually create this, then this, that, this, that. And now we actually have the eye if I want to. What we also could do is, because this is technically like that, we could do that, or we could just use this instead. Give me a sec. So I'm going to be putting the eyes on a different layer as well, so that that also will be fixed. Now we have that done. We can now start with the eyes. And now we have the eyes. As you can see, these eyes are a little bit more different than the ones I was using here. But these eyes will actually work much more better for expressions. Although they need to be a little more that way. No. Come on. Getting this right in one go is a little bit harder. All right, now we've done that. We can now also add a little more root towards that octopus. There you go. Now we actually have a far more blend output. Yes. And then this side needs to have a little bit of a change. Alright, now we can actually continue. So now we're going to be going for the skin itself. Just like that. Lovely. Then over here. Nice. And then over here. No, I need to make this a little more softer, the edge. There you go. And then here also. Now we've done that side. We can now get the eyebrows done, which need to be here. And this will give more expression towards it. And there we go. Now that we've done that, we can now add also some more. We need to also get this one up because I saw that one was missing. And now we will add the rest. So let's see. All right. And then this side. En de mond. Oh, hallo Jacco. Goed bezig. Yo, en heel interessant om te zien. Thanks. I also appreciate it that you also are watching this. It's just a little bit of a, squids. But eventually, we can get everything up and running, like, background, shading, or whatever. And I do want to do that, so that's what I'm going to be doing. I just need to make sure that the line work are, well, fine. Because that's one of the most important part, line work. Alright, so now we have this side done. Now we need to add the other side. So you can see that this bit is a little bit bigger. So we need to also make a bigger version of it. While still following the line. The line itself is invisible, but it should be correctly placed. Just like that. It should all be fine. But yeah, the food was a little bit undercooked. I actually had to recook it. Sadly, there was no butter, so that was a little bit of a shame. But yeah, it turned out pretty decent. Luckily, it was just meat, like cow meat, so that is all fine. Beef, yeah, that's the word. So that's all good. Do I want to like this? I should do it like that, yeah. Oh wait, that's not where it's supposed to be. That's in this one, yes. So this bit needs to be changed. It's quite easily done. It's just, drawing the line a bit more bigger. There we go. All right. Now that we've done that, now that we have drawn the main thing, now we need to draw one more thing, which is the eyes. So what I was thinking, I was actually thinking about making the eyes a little bit more like this. And then of course adding the glow towards it. But with that, of course, comes some issues. So we have this is done the eye, and this one needs the eye as well. And this one doesn't have that glow that much, but that should work. So let me just do that. Now let's see if I can grab it all in one go. Alright, now we have it. Now we need to add that light to it. And there you go. Now we actually have the eye. With that said, I will save this, mainly because I need to make sure that I double check this properly. Now, with that thing considered, I will now load up one of the older drawings, mainly because I want to do some reflection work on it. The reflection work on it is that I need to double check something on the eye itself. It's a very old drawing, but it should be fine. It's a 1 year old drawing, so it should reflect what I need. Alright, so the eye is there, blah blah blah, that's the eye. We could go for white on it. Alright, that's good. Alright, that's all I need to know. Now that we have done that, we can now say that this is successful. Alright, so now we have this drawing. We have also the color that we need. And we're going to add that color to... we're going to add that color to the drawing, not on the drawing. Every single time it happens. I'm gonna add it. I'm gonna add that color. So this color will actually give me a much more, reddish approach towards it. And then eventually, once we have the reddish, once we have that full red into it, we can also then give, the cute version also the same color. But then, you can see that it will be different, a little bit of a different color scheme towards it to make it more lightened. Well, enlightened at least. Alright, so now we can just add the darker color to it as well. This is mainly done to create the effect that is necessary. Here we go, that's one part, and that's the other part. You can see that that is actually quite funny to look at. So that's great. Now we're gonna go here. I'm gonna go here like this. And then we can go here as well. Now you can see that that is already a thing. Now we need to make sure that we have this side drawn heavily inwards. The other side we don't. And then we also need to put it in, yes, we also need to put them on these things. Although they will be a different color later down the line, but we do need to keep on with this shading of it. Although, there you go. Now we've done that. Now we're going to add in the lighter color. The lighter color is a little bit different, mainly because it is a little bit more light toned. So, as you can see, adding it onto the eyes is important. Right here is important, mainly because it actually creates that effect that you need. All right, so we have that. Oh, I forgot that that exists, so let's not do that. All right, then we're gonna go back. Oh, duh, almost forgot. Is that worth it? No, that's not worth it. It needs to be underneath it, yes. Alright, so there are some issues here. Let me just solve them quickly. Alright, cool. Then we're gonna go here, grab that side node. That is like right over here needs to be a little bit of a light color effect. There we go. And then here needs to be again the lighter effect on it as well. And then here as well. Nice. And then here needs to be also the light effect. And now we actually have everything that we need, right? Oh, yes, I see what I did. I made the light on the, not on the frown itself, on the top side of the frown. Much more easier to understand. All right. And then here. Okay, now we have everything that we need of the red color. We can now start with the coloring of the rest of it all, which means that we now can start with the eyes. Mainly because the eyes are the most important part of this drawing anyway. So first things first, we're going to be adding in the dark color that we needed the first time. Because clearly that is the eyes that we want to go for, so we're going to go for that. And with the octopus eyes, of course, we're going to go for this. And now we're going to go for something like yellow. I think that is a very good color that very complements the eye work that we already have. So yellow. Yellowish. So let's do that. And give this a nice little yellowish look to it. Of course, with this one, we need to make sure that we don't overdraw on the eyelids. So that's the thing that's going to be happening here. All right, now we've done that. Well, look at that. Now we can actually go here. Oh. Now we can go here, fix that last bit that was not fully colored in. All right, so now we have that. Now we also need to go for the white color, mainly because I want to make sure that I actually have the eyes as well. And there you go. Now the eyes are very, very nice to look at. We can go for this, or we could go for blue. That also would work pretty much. It all depends on what I want. I think I will go for blue instead of yellow, instead of white on these things. Mainly because of how the eyes work. Alright, so this is then the outer line. Yeah, that's the outer line. The eyelids. Alright. Alright. Then we're gonna go here. Claim that color again. Finish up the last bits that were missing. And after that, we can start with the thing that I need to do. So, first things first we need to do. We need to add a darker color towards this. Mainly because we need to add some intensity to it. Alright. That's the first bit done. Now I need to add a lighter color to it, and that lighter color will be like so. Yes, all right, it works. Good. All right, then after that, we need even a bigger one. And then one more. All right. Now that we've done that, we can now add in the blur tool to fix the last bits of that. So let's do that. All right. Now we've done that, we can now add in the lighter color that we needed. Now that we've done that, we can now add in the stuff we want. So, first but not least, we're going to add this down. Then we're going to add in the lighter color for it, which is going to be here. Could I also add that in like, could I also add it like this instead? No, that would not work. That would not work. All right. Time to add in the lighter color then. And then we add a darker color to it. Nice. And now we're gonna add in the cool stuff to it. So how do we do this? Well, first things first, we're gonna add in some stuff here and there, some doodly doos. Oh fuck, I do this in the wrong layer. Yep, I'm doing this into the wrong layer. I should add that into the blue layer. Yes. All right. Then we add in a darker color. Nice. Alright, and then we're gonna add a lighter color to it. Yes, just like that. Nice. Alright. This should work. Yes, and then we should also add some blur tool to it. Alright, now we should erase this eye, that eye, that eye, and now we should get what I want with it. Oh, bloody hell, I'm not using the right tool yet. Alright, so the only thing now that is still there is the yellow. Easy done, easy set. Nice. And now we have good looking eyes. Well, they're a little bit goofy, but it should be fine. So, now we should add in the color that we want. So I'm gonna go for this one. All right. Nice. All right. Now the question is, how do I want to add this then in there? Just like that. Alright, now we need to just get a little more lighter color in there. Alright. Here we go. Alright. And that should then be it, right? I do it like this, that should be it. But then I add a little bit more lighter to it, and then that should give us enough to get. Ah, fuck, I forgot one. Okay, well, time to do it one more time then. Here. And then we add in the lighter color to it. And then we should be able to find what I need to do. So with that, we should be able to get that bit done. All right. Oh, it still needs one more of these things. Alrighty then. Now we actually have some good old-fashioned eyes. They're a little bit too much of a hassle, but it should be fine. What happens if I add or reverse it? If I add this into dark? No. That wouldn't be good. Alright. So let me just erase a lot of stuff here. What's the last one then? Alright. right. All right. Now that that is gone, now we need to clean up this bit. All right. Nice. And this one doesn't have any. Okay, cool. Now we just need one more thing, which is this one. So that's gonna be the green light blend, right? I think so. Right. Oh, bloody hell. Okay. So by doing this, they should actually save that. Nice. All right, so now that actually gives me much more leeway. Now we need to add some light to it. Because of this. And then here needs to be a light effect. Here needs to be a light effect. Then needs to be a darker effect on the side. That's too much dark. All right. Now we're going to go for a lighter effect again. On the side. All right, now we should be able to do what I need to do with this. So now we have this. Now we can zoom out. And now we can add in the transparency. This thing needs a transparency mask, apparently. All right, sure. Let's add that in. And let's add that in. So let's see, I want white. All right, then we're gonna go for blur, blend, and that should then give us a free way on how to do it. Nice. So now we have that done. Now we have actually that done fully. Now we need to add something new to it. So let's hopefully it works with that. We need to add a color to this. So let's go and add that lovely color to it. So I want blue to it. Blue. I want a lot of blue here. Then I want yellow here. So blue and yellow, there we go. And now we actually have the same thing. Of course, the main problem now is that there is nothing on the other side, so we do need to add it like here as well. Here we need to add it as well. And then we need to also add blue again to this side as well. Now that eye actually looks much more better than before. Alright, so now we have that. The main problem now with this is that there is still some issues with it. So we're going to be adding a transparency mask here, and then we're going to erase the transparency mask, mainly because I do want to erase some stuff of it. Yeah, and that's it. So then we're going to be and then we're going to be making sure that that's all right. Now that's much more better to look at. All right, now we have done that. Now successfully say update. Okay, now we can say that that's successful. So we're going to be merging it with the layer below. Merge it with the layer below. This way we only have one layer. And then we're going to be erasing the rest of the remaining stuff. To make sure that I actually see it, I prefer blue. So I actually can see where that sneaky bunch of effects are. There you go. Now they are revealed to me. All their secrets. Okay. That is then this one, right? Yeah. Right. Well, time to erase the things that I don't want. There we go. Now I can remove this, and now we only have one bit over. Now we can look at this thing and see like, all right, now it's like, I don't like the eyes, or I don't like this. So I do like this, but I don't like the eyes, for instance. Or I don't like one of the two. We could then, add something like a blue layer to it, for instance. And say like, all right. How about some blue effect then? Would that make it much more fun to look at? No. Mainly because it actually doesn't work that way. So what do we then need? Do we need then red instead? Do we need some reddish effect on the eyes? Maybe. Could also add some more red to the eyes. And then look at it again. No. It's the blue area that's the main problem. Alright, cool. Now that we know that, we're gonna be just casually moving it around and fixing that. So, what about a nice little reddish? Would that fix my problem upon the blue area? No. How about some white instead? Would that fix it? Looks like it a bit. So if I would add white to this, and I just ignore the goddamn transparency and just say like, alright, instead of blue, I want to go for white. How much of an effect does that give me? Yeah, white actually would work on these eyes. Not blue though. Alright, cool. Then we're gonna keep the white. Alright. Very nice indeed. So now that we actually have, our lovely little octopus that is a little bit silly, we can also add some darker white to the areas around it. There you go. And then we can remove it if we deem to. Right now this is actually good. I like it. Now we have actually two of the same coin, and we actually improved upon the design. So we're gonna save it. And then tomorrow I will implement the other one. Well, I will implement the other expression so that we now finally figure out like, Alright, we have now the expression that we need. Well, that we have. Now we can just add, now we can actually, create the expression that we want to create from what we already have. So right now we have the right kind of feeling towards what I want to create. Now I just need to make sure that I actually have the effect that I want with it. So I could now actually create the effect, but of course, increasing the how do you say that? Hold on. Let me just show you what I mean. So if I now extend this to here, we can now also create the cute version of it. And that's how I'm gonna be doing it. But that's for tomorrow. Anyway, I hope you'll have enjoyed for today, and thanks all for watching, and I hope I'll see you next time. Until then, I want to wish you a lovely day, and bye!